And I've done it, you've done it, we've all done it. But when you are watching it from afar, it's hilarious. Like, you'll just start cracking up. Simon Miller, the bald asshole here. Thank you very much for joining me once again. We're gonna have some gym fun. Never sing. Two things you never do. Never sing randomly like you're in a musical. Musicals make no sense. And never say song lyrics, right? Those two things it winds at least 72.4% of the world's population up. A quick thanks from me as well. Somehow, incredibly, we sold out of the Flexus's t-shirt, which when I bought them, I didn't even think I'd sell 10. So thank you very much. We've still got a few left of the wide t-shirt and the bald asshole t-shirt. All the merch links in the description below. And as I said if we sold out of that one, I get more made, obviously, and I get tanks made. So Flexus tanks on the way. I'll let you know when they are done. But today, we are going to talk about gym traits that all fitness people do. These crack me up. I love them. They make me happy. So I'm going to take this happiness from my gut and throw it out to you. So yeah, let's do it. Number 7, as you will have seen from the thumbnail, I love it so much, is selfies in toilets. Now, selfies in toilets happen all over the world in nightclubs and here and there, but they are so specific to gyms because what happens is this: you're working out, oh man, you're loving it, having the best time of your life, you're crying with joy and people are looking at you, but you don't care because again, your endorphin levels are so high, and you go to the loo, and because most gyms are very smart, they have basically lighting and mirrors as if you're in the dressing room at some kind of clothes shop. You look at yourself after you've pissed, let's be honest, and you're like, oh man, I'm looking really jacked right now. So you get your phone out, you look around, oh, no one's looking, and you go, shh, and then you post it on Instagram or whatever social media you want. But the toilet isn't shot, and no one cares about this. Sometimes people try and crop it out or do that thing in Photoshop where you can like color stuff in, but it doesn't work. People are well aware where you are because there'll be a cubicle door, or there'll be a hand dryer, or there'll be a sink. I mean, why are we taking pictures in toilets mid-working out? And look, if it's going to boost your ego and make you feel better and make it feel like you had a better workout, then you should do it. But I have mates that don't go to the gym, and if they ever send me pictures of themselves, they are not in the toilet. And they take that out of context. If someone said, Simon, can I send you a picture of me from the toilet? I'd be like, no, you sociopath. What is wrong with you? Number 6 is toe shoes. I don't understand toe shoes. I don't own any toe shoes. I know lots of people that do, and that's good if they get you excited and you want them as a present and someone got them. But when I look at them, I'm just like, okay, so the shoe was all right. I thought the shoe was a pretty good invention. It protects your feet or whatever they do, makes it comfortable to walk around. But now we've kind of regressed from the shoe, and we've decided we want every single toe to go into these things. And I don't ever see them in the real world, probably because they are made for the gym. And in fact, I'm going to Google it right now what the benefits are. Well, that's amazing. The first 2 things were it gives you like a healthy foot, and it allows you to go pain-free. I don't have much pain in my feet, but nor would I want to. And the third one was toe shoes will give you joy. That was the third thing they tried to sell to you. Buy this weird toe shoe, it will give you joy. Look, if you are part of the toe shoe clan, I'm certainly not coming at you. More power to you. It's just something I only see in the gym. Number 6, we talked about it before, but I want to talk about it as many times as I can. It is the I'm resting between sets shadow boxer. If you don't know, you look like this. That's the first time I've ever done that too, and I felt extremely uncomfortable, and like a lot of people were looking at me. I just don't get it. Like, if you are a boxer, that's okay, but I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the people that just become boxers as they're waiting to do their next set. They make that noise. I said it before. Shh, shh. It's like, what are you doing? Who are you boxing? It doesn't make any sense, especially in a post-lockdown world where you're meant to be, ironically, stood in your box that these people have nicely drawn out on the floor, and you're jumping around the place thinking you're Muhammad Ali when you're absolutely not. You're not Muhammad Ali. If you were put in there with any kind of boxer, you would be knocked out in seconds, unless you're some kind of boxing savant. But you wouldn't do this in any walk of life. You know, like, imagine you're in the queue at Starbucks. Everyone's got Starbucks. You're in the queue at Starbucks, and you're waiting as you do an arrest set. You don't start going... The person in front of you would be like, are you trying to punch me but missing terribly? And the person behind you would be like, oh gosh, no, I don't want to. Oh, this guy, he's a moron. He's an absolute idiot. And yet somehow in this magical world of the fitness land, also known as the gym, we can just do this stuff and it's fine. Go and find the boxing bag and do it on that. Number 4 is a beauty. It's an absolute beauty. And that is the people forgetting that they have their headphones in and they're getting all pumped up for a lift and then storming to the bench not realizing, again, if anyone's looking at them, they're like, what's that guy doing? Here's an example. So you get all punked and you've completely forgotten what you look like. And that's what you look like. And yes, 9 times out of 10, you list like 3s. Which is fine. You lift whatever you want. It's like, what'd you get so pumped up for? But it is great. It is a great visual. And I've done it. You've done it. We've all done it. But when you are watching it from afar, it's hilarious. Like, you'll just start cracking up. It's like, of course, when you've got the music on, it's like, dun, 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 it's like metal like me. And you're just like, oh my gosh, the adrenaline is flowing through my veins. I'm going to smash this lift. I'm going to do this deadlift. I'm going to do this squat. I'm going to do this whatever. It's going to be the best lift ever. And you realize sometimes when you take that music away, you do have less power. But to the person watching on the bench over here, it's just like, that guy looks mad. He looks absolutely bonkers. And again, you don't do that anywhere else. I'm not going to use the same examples as we already have, but it is exactly the same thing. If you march around head down in a public street, you'll probably get arrested. The police are like, are you planning to do something? You're like, no, man, I just really wanted to get excited about life. And the police will go, no one is trying to get excited about life. Come with us, and then you're in jail. Number 3 is drinking greens. This is outside of the world of the gym, but I drink greens. I drink my greens, and drinking greens obviously is, you get vegetable drinks that are juiced down, and you can just throw it back to try and get in your, your extra vegetables and extra fruit. And rightly so, if people see me doing this, and it always tastes like feet, going back to toe shoes, it does. Drinking greens, unless you get super expensive ones, does taste like, you're drinking somebody's foot. That's a strange concept. I will admit this. What are you drinking there, Simon? So I'm just drinking my greens. Excuse me? Drinking your greens, yeah, like vegetables and fruit. And then they go, what kind of vegetables? You look on the back and it's like Bathra. I'm drinking some Bathra. What's Bathra? You don't even look at it. It is really good for you. And if you can afford it, you should do it. Again, it's a really easy way to get your vegetables in. Of course, though, make sure you're eating other vegetables and fruit too. But yeah, that's bizarre. And you smell it, and it smells like something the witch is just the witch. There's only one, the witch. You know what she's doing up there. But it does smell like something a witch has concocted in her cauldron. And then she goes, do you want to drink it? And you don't question it, because someone has slapped greens on the side, even though, you've read the ingredients and you've never heard of any of these. You go, yeah, I'll drink it, because I really want to be jacked. Number 2 is eating things that are kind of like the things that you want to eat, but also, they're not. It's great. Like, we are so doubling down on the fact that everybody wants to have good nutrition and diet, which is so important. We've talked about it time and time again. The companies now go out of their way to go, well, people like to eat crisps or chips for my American friends, so why don't we just invent protein crisps? And people are like, oh yeah, that'll be good. It's like, people like to eat chocolate bars, so we'll make protein bars. And this goes on and on and on, to the point now there are some crazy protein goods that are actually terrible for you, but we're just selling everybody this idea. Video coming on Friday, I believe, some point time this week. Basically, protein foods you want to stay away from. But that's just a strange thing to actually, you look for, it says protein yogurt. What does that mean? And if you look at the nutrition, 9 times out of 10, like, well, that's a bunch of wank. But you don't, you're just desperate that it's going to have protein in it. Where, again, you could just have a chocolate bar. Oh, no, sorry, decide not to have a chocolate bar. But no, you want to find that happy medium where you can still be a fitness person, but also kind of trick your brain. Just what you're doing, you're tricking your brain. And I do it. I eat protein wraps. I do eat protein crisps/chips every here and there. I do it as much as I possibly can, because I want to be big and I want to be jacked, but secretly I want to be massively fat. I don't want to be massively fat, but I want to eat like a massive fat guy. So we find this happy medium path is wonderful. And number 1 is the equivalent of, if a tree falls in a woods, does anybody hear it? It's the best thing. It's the greatest way to ever describe bodybuilding, weightlifting, going to the gym. And that is that you are there to lift up heavier things in order to be able to pick up heavier things. It's the greatest way to describe it. And it makes it sound utterly fruitless, but everything does if you break it right down. Like, if you break sport right down, I'm just going to kick this ball around and try and put it in that net. Why? Why the hell not? All right, have fun. But that's what we're doing. We want to lift 100 kilograms so we can lift 105. And we lift 105 because we want to lift 110. It's just this constant, where are you going? It's a road to nowhere. It's like, do you want to come on holiday with me? Sure, where are we going? That way. Well, what's that way? Well, we'll find out when we get there, and then we'll go to the next town. Then what after that? Well, we'll go to the next town. Does it ever stop? No. Then eventually we're going to die, and when we do die, we'll probably still look in the mirror and be like, well, my pectoral could be a little bit better. It's great. We're all crazy. We're all nuts. But my word, doesn't it bring us just the best pleasure in the world. And that's another reason I like making these videos, because we're like a clan, we're like a group. We grow bigger each and every year. Some of us then fall out of the clan and they become part of the anti-clan, also known as gym bros. But I love them too. In fact, I love you all. And there you go, a bunch of gym traits that you'll only see with fitness people. I think apart from toe shoes, I think I've done every single one. And I will continue to do every single one. Sometimes people think these videos are ragging on it. No, it's like the wonderful side of the gym that I don't feel enough people are talking about. So I think we should talk about it. Anyway, like the video, share the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, ding, ding. Again, merchandise, simonmiller.bigcartel.com. New Flexes' shirts coming soon. Got a bunch of other stuff up there as well. Twitter and Instagram, simonmiller316. Got a Patreon, patreon.com/simonmiller316 if you want to do, I've got a bunch of rewards on there. It's all in that description down there. Find all the links. More importantly, take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon.